Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley. So I've referenced quite a bit about love-based living. Love-based living is where you change your perspective from everyday worldly, what we've been conditioned to believe, functioning from that, which would be a mortal mind. It would be a mortal perspective, someone who's born here and they live and they die, okay? It would be changing your mindset from that mindset to an eternal, everlasting love mindset, okay? There are some seriously huge things that change when you go from one to the other. And we have to understand why this would be valuable at all, okay? And it sounds like generic or whatever, but what sounds better, like death or life? That's what we're talking about. Your mortal mindset, your mindset that's been conditioned. So we think we want all of these different things, right? Like, well, I want to go do this and I want to do that, and I want to make $1 million, and I want to go be a model, or I want to go and we could get into some ones that aren't very good. You know what I mean? You want to go and, it's a goal to, like sell your body and make money off of your body. And so whose idea is that? Okay? Because that's not a love-based idea. Love doesn't do that. Love's not like that. Love wants the best and the most high for everybody who wants the best and the most high. So when we are functioning from our mortal mind, money is very highly taken into consideration, because the way these systems are structured, these anti-love systems, all of these systems that are functioning, the money, medical, schools, churches, all the systems, science, and how they're doing research, and like now they're checking each other, and now it's like, it's just all very obviously becoming more and more obviously controlled. All the information is controlled, okay? The information that I'm trying to give to the souled individuals about love, okay, can't be controlled. That information can't be controlled. And they're trying very desperately to control the information about love and what love is, how love came here, and who represents love, and love-based living, and what the plan for the nature of reality is, okay? If you don't know where you're going, then it makes what you're doing very difficult. I've done this in an older video about playing a game. So if you are starting to play a game with somebody, and the other person, they say they know, let's just use an example of an older sibling. They ask you to play Monopoly. So they're like, oh yeah, you want to play Monopoly? And so to the little kid who's never played, doesn't even know what $1 is, okay? The situation we find ourselves in is these systems that I've discussed, the ones that are going against love, that are in opposition to love, okay, they are playing a game, okay? They have turned Earth and this reality into a monopoly, a form of monopoly mixed with an arcade. And both of those are rigged, okay? And also, if you do not know how to play Monopoly, how well do you think you're going to do at Monopoly? Okay? If you are playing a game, say you're playing a game and you don't even know you're playing the game. No one ever told you you were playing a game. You're just here and you're just existing and you're just trying to stay alive and have something to eat and whatever. So what has happened is the rule book has been hidden. The people who are running these anti-love systems that are against love, they took the rule book, okay, and they tried to change it and hide it and slander and counterintelligence and make decoys, okay, of the truth. which is love, okay? Love is the truth. Love is the way out of everything, and love is how you get life, okay? If you don't have any love, you don't have any life. That is just how serious this is. This is how serious I'm talking about love. Love is not, like I've said, oh, I love you on February 14th, literally, by chocolates and champagnes and this, that, and the other, and I think I'm going to do this, and it will look so cute if we take this picture together. It's like, no, that is not the love I'm talking about. Love, the real love, is the currency of reality. It's the fabric of reality. It is reality, okay? And if you don't know that, if you do not know about love, and you don't understand that that is your love-given right, okay, as a souled individual, is to have the option to choose love or choose anti-love, against love. And anything that isn't love is against love. That's all there is to it. I did not make the rules, and I cannot help that, okay? Just like when my daughter, she wants to eat tons of sugar, and I say, I didn't make the rules, you know, I didn't make the rules. You can't eat all that sugar because your teeth are going to go bad, and you're not going to sleep, and it could stunt your growth. And then who even knows what high fructose corn syrup actually does? We don't know, you know, but I didn't make the rules. That is what I'm trying to say. There are rules in place for reality, okay? Who benefits from the average everyday person not knowing the rules of the game, okay? All the systems that are against love, that are operating here in these systems, they benefit from us not knowing that we can choose love at any second, no matter what, sync right up with love, and get all the way clean back out and get an eternal mindset, eternal, everlasting mind. That is what we want, okay? That is the only thing that is going to solve the problems that people are having, okay? The anxiety, depression are all fear-based issues. We are having fear-based issues, okay? And to be completely honest, we are all experiencing a form of separation anxiety. That is the truth of the reality. We are in a 5 senses situation where we can see, smell, taste, touch, sense, and, you know, there's other things that mainstream doesn't want to touch, but we are hardwired to have natural affection for one another, and you don't even have to say words. You don't even have to be that close to someone. People say, get out of my personal bubble, get out of my personal space. That's true, and that's real, because our energy is outside of our body. Okay, it's not just in our body, it's outside of our body. Okay, we are in like a Jell-O mold, okay, with all the tiny little pieces of fruit inside the Jell-O. Then it's all the Jell-O's touching, right? So really, it's just one big thing. It's Jell-O. It's a whole mold of Jell-O. But we're the little pieces of fruit, okay? And we all think that we're so separate. We think we're so separate because that's how it looks to us, okay? So it will benefit us greatly if we understand that there is a plan of reality, and there is a very well thought out plan for reality. And you can reference my videos about choose your own adventure stories. Okay, choose your own adventure stories are books that are pre-written, they're already written, say 100 pages, and you read part of the story and it asks you a yes or no question. You can make a decision, okay? And it says, if you want yes, turn to page 3. If you want no, turn to page 5. Okay, then you turn to page 5 and you read on further. And then it says, to say yes, turn to page 10. To say no, turn to page 12. Okay, so it goes on like that, and you're trying to get an objective to kind of like win the book. That's just like life. We're kind of like trying to get an objective to kind of win the game. It's a type of that book that choose your own adventure story is already written. It's already written, right? You're just, as you're reading it, you don't know the end of it because you've never read it before, right? But it's all the way written. It's already been written, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is that What you have to do in this script, in the story, in the situation that we find ourselves in, okay, if you understand love and you are a souled individual, you understand love, you need to get rid of your mortal mind that's been programmed by all these messed up systems, okay, because all these systems are against love. And your parents could be that way, and your siblings can be that way, and everybody that you know can still be in their mortal mind, and they think all this is real, and that is real, and this is real, and like, oh, well, that makes sense because of the economy and this, that. And it's like, oh, yeah, and they can genetically modify the food even though our bodies aren't. I mean, it's just like they're in their mortal minds, okay? They don't have an eternal, everlasting understanding of the nature of everything yet. What we need to do is to trade our mortal, messed up minds, okay? Our minds have been messed up and screwed up since we've been here. That's how we've been conditioned, okay? Every single person has had to grow up here and be around our society and people, okay? You know, things that have been normalized for us, they aren't of love, okay? Things that are normal, they are not of love, okay? And we think they're okay and we think they're normal because it's what we grew up with and it's what we always saw and it's all we knew, okay? It's our mortal mind. That's what's been programming our mortal mind. So what we have to do is to acknowledge that how we thinking and all these different things, they've been going against love, okay? Our mind and our body, they go against love, even though love is all we really want and love is all we really want, okay? Because we want, once you have love in you, that would, you become a tree of love, right? So then you have the fruits of love, okay? So you get love in you, you produce the things of love. You turn into love. We're not love by default, okay? We can know what it is, and we are soul individuals, and we feel it and we understand it. We can transmit it. We can receive it, okay? But you come to a point where you have to acknowledge if you want to be of love or you don't want to be of love, okay? And if you're of love, this is what will happen. You'll fill up with love, right? And you will produce the fruits of love, which is joy, peace, patience, contentment, kindness, happiness. You help others, you're self-sacrificing, you're content, you're joyful, and you can smile and have a good time, and you don't want other people's husbands, and you're modest because you understand the struggles of other people. You know what I mean? It's like, I used to dress one way because I just cared about what I thought I wanted to look like, okay? And I never gave a thought about what it was actually doing to other men, to other people, the way that I was dressing, and what it was triggering in them, because they have a mind and a body that's less than perfect too. And, you know, people are married and people are in relationships, and how you dress can affect other people. And I'm not taking the blame if someone decides to go and cheat on someone because they saw what you were wearing. But it's like, do you really want to trigger like that type of lust in another person? Do you really want to trigger lust? Because it's opposite of love. It's not of love. I mean, when you become a love-based living individual, these are things that will change. They will come in and you will change, and it will straighten you up, because you don't need love from another person. You don't need to dress a certain way or whatever. It's like, because you will have love in you, okay, and you will start to become of love. It's going to wash away all this other stuff that's in there that doesn't do you any good. It doesn't benefit you at all, okay? Because the stuff that's in you that's not love makes you weak. It makes you weak. It makes you vulnerable. It makes you easy to manipulate. And there's a portion of people in this reality that can totally see who is in that state and who is not in that state. And they will come to take advantage of you. These people will come to take advantage of you if you are not functioning from love. If you are not in love, which is the superpower of this reality, if you are not in love, they are going to take advantage of you. And you're not even going to know. And you're going to be doing things, right, that you think are your ideas. Like, oh yes, this is my idea, when really it was planted in there through some form of manipulation via commercials or television, or someone that you know, or someone's family that you know, or a job, or any number of schools or college or clubs, or literally like nightclubs, bars, all these different things. It can plant a seed of something for you to do, and you don't even understand that it's happened. And then you start doing these things, and then you get further and further and further away from love. And that's the last thing that we want as souled individuals. We need to come together with love. We are of love and be of love and function from love. So even when it's tough. So people, if you aren't functioning from love, okay, you're going to be easily manipulated. People are going to be taking advantage of you. All these different little culty groups, they're going to try and suck you in. They're going to try and suck you in because you don't know love, and you don't know that you are loved, and you don't know that you are love, and you don't know that you're royalty. Okay, royalty, what do they have? They have an inheritance, right? Like, they have an inheritance if you're royalty, right? So what is our inheritance? Okay, I'm telling you that we are royal because we are of the Most High, because we are of love. Souled individuals are of love. And what is our inheritance? Our inheritance is the earth, literally, after it becomes renewed. If you don't understand that yet, and you can't understand it, that's fine. But please reference my video about vanilla or chocolate. Okay, vanilla or chocolate. It talks about, do you want love or do you not want love? Right now, that's just like the ice cream. We have this chocolate vanilla swirl going, but it's not going to be that way forever. There's a separation taking place, okay? And it's not of colors of people or of types of people, or it's so stupid, the things that are promoted. It's people who love love, and it's people who do not love love. They will be called the wheat that love love, and the tares that don't love love. It will also be called the sheep that love love, or the goats that don't love love. Okay, they don't love love, they go against love. You can look through all the music industry and different things, and it's just like they had to coin the term goat, and they say it's greatest of all time, and it's so funny. It's like just all such a laughing joke. It's just like so if you are not functioning from love and you don't understand love, then you are going to be taken advantage of, okay? By those types of people who don't love love, and they're aware that they don't love love. They're aware they're going actively against love. And they have different little cults where they are full of self-righteousness as opposed to what's loving and what's not loving. It's like who want to say, oh, it's wrong to do this, or it's wrong to do that, and it's wrong to do that. Well, it's like, do you understand that right and wrong is simply loving and not loving? That's what right and wrong is, okay? There are things in this reality that are very tricky to categorize, and without the truth revealer in you, it's very easy to not understand and to be sucked away in some type of cult, because we have this thing in us where we want to belong. It's like we want to feel like we're part of something. We want to feel like we belong, and we are part of something. We are part of love. We are part of love. We are all technically the same body, okay? It just looks like we are not. Like I was talking about our personal bubble space. It's like you can feel someone in your personal bubble because your energy is outside of your body. So everybody's all overlapping together. We're all in this big old jello bowl, okay? There's a separation of, like I said, the people who love love and the people who don't love love. That is what is happening right now, okay? The people who don't love love, and they have made up their mind and they have chosen to not love love and to go against everything that's good and loving, okay? Because they've been deceived, okay? Love is knocking at everybody's door. Love is knocking, like, hey, this is what's loving, this is what's true, this is what's real, this is what's right. And people just reject it. They continuously reject it. Nope, don't want any part of that because I'm not going to fit in, or they want to keep doing the things that go against love that they want to keep doing. They want to think that all of these things are okay. They can continue to do all these things against love and not face any repercussions because they can pretend that there is no love, and they can pretend there is no right and wrong, and they can pretend that nobody is held accountable eternally for their actions, okay? You can pretend all of those things, and you can get really good at lying to yourself, but deep, deep down, as a souled individual, you know what the deal is. And love is loving in its goodness, in its all goodness and all kindness, and a rewarder of goodness and all of these different things. And people are believing the lies that go against love, that all the liars out there. That was the whole gist of this. I'm going to get down to it right now, okay? There are liars. Seriously, like, just because someone says they're one thing, okay? It's like, just because someone says there's something, it does not mean that they are, okay? When I reference love-based living individuals, okay? People who are living from a state of love, you have to get your eternal, or acknowledge the eternal mindset that you are receiving. You have a mortal mindset and an eternal mindset.